Kaizer Chiefs are still interested to sign Abubeker Nassic from Ethiopia. This Ethiopian man, he is only 21 years of age, and that's what makes me feel happy about the whole thing, you know what I'm saying? But before we get into more details about this, guys, you know that I've been delivering a content. If you love what I'm doing, if you enjoy it, kindly do the honorable thing, guys. Please support me by subscribing, guys. It is free of charge, only, or subscribe only if you love what I do. Go back to the video, guys. Now, Kaizer Chiefs has been showing the interest. In fact, for me to know the player, it was because of Kaizer Chiefs showed interest to this player. So I began to wonder, who's this Abubeker Nassic from Ethiopia? It is, I think they've shown interest. They were supposed to sign this player when Kaizer Chiefs ban was lifted in 2021 July. So I don't know what happened, but the player in 2020 had signed a 5-year deal extension with his club in Ethiopia. Yes. So for me now, I will tell you why I think I agree with the reasons for them to sign Abubeker Nassic. Okay, Abubeker Nassic, I cannot necessarily consider the fact that he has scored so many goals. Maybe I would say it is because of their league, because you know, man, their league is not the best. You're looking at their grounds, you know what I'm saying? He scored more than 22 goals, I think, in one season. So yeah, he is a forward, you know. So I think I wouldn't know what will happen if he were to come to the PSL, considering the fact that it's difficult for him. I mean, he scored so easily in his country, but you come to South Africa, it's a well-developed country. You're looking at our stadiums. Our stadiums are in a standard of the, you know, in English Premier League, they can use our stadiums. In La Liga, they can use our stadiums. In Germany, you know, Bundesliga, they can use our stadium. In Serie A, or your Inter Milan, they can use our stadium because our stadium are in that level. But look, you must look at the Ethiopian Premier League. You know, it's not a nice one. So you're looking at, would it be easy for this player to adjust from a football that's more like an amateur football? You know, I don't mean to insult them, but it's more like an amateur football. But now, when you look at the age, you know, which has been my concern to some of the signings, you know what I'm saying? So, looking at the age, 21, guys, I think that would have made sense. Even if he doesn't adapt at Kaizer Chiefs with immediate effect, at least you can loan that player and then give him game time somewhere else. Let him enjoy and adapt to South Africa in a team that does not have a pressure. Maybe one season, and then you bring him back now. You know, he has now, at that time, you will have the idea of what it means to play for Kaizer Chiefs. Because if you're looking at players like the one, Lazarus Kambole, Akum Ake, you know, I don't understand, and a lot of people will agree with me. Akuma Gay, you don't know whether he's a defender, whether he's a midfielder, but even if he's a defender, he's just not a good player. Even if he's a midfield, he's just not a good player. A player that I think Kaizer Chiefs did well in terms of buying an international player, even though he hasn't done much, it is Lazarus Kambole. So players like Lazarus Kambole, for me, will help the player to adjust. But investing in such a player, you know, like a player that, like another player that I've mentioned, Ethan Brooks, I think is around 24. Ethan Brooks is a player that you can invest on. You can buy that player and give him maybe a 5-year contract. It's okay. Then you loan him out. By the time he comes back, he will come back. You know what they did with Given Tibet. He's a young player. They loaned him to Swallows. He's at Swallows. So you know what they did with Kaizer, just number 14 at Kaizer Chiefs. They loaned him to Swallows, and then he gained his game time. Now he's back, and then he's now at the best. You know, he can play for Kaizer Chiefs. So I think buying those young players and loaning them out and then allowing them to at least adjust, it would have been a better idea. Because you're looking at the club in the next 5 years. Where will that club be in the next 6 years? So that's why when I see Kaizer Chiefs wanting to sign older players, I am like, no. They might be at their best, but you know, you're looking at the endurance, the period you will have with that player. If you sign Abubeker Nassic and you sign a player like Ethan Brooks, and then you invest in them, and then they mature, and then you play them in the PSL. Not only are you gonna have a long season with them, but long seasons with them, but you're also gonna, when you attract the international market, you can sell them at a higher price because their age is with them. You know what I'm saying? That would also affect most of the deals. So I don't know what's your take, but I think for me, Abubeker Nassic will make sense for Kaizer Chiefs, especially if you're looking at investing in the future, because looking at the player that they want to sign, Yasif Mat from the team there, Skukune United. They also want to sign Sitebe from Amazulu. So you're looking at, those are midfielders. You know, so they might have played, the other one might be a central midfield, while the other one might be a little bit different, but they are still within the midfield. So they are looking at the likes of Vitaly Tswalo. Okay, he's a striker. You're looking at the likes of other players as well. So I think for me, there is a kind of like a direction. Kaizer Chiefs this season, guys, they mean business, and I guarantee you they're not going to sign one player this season. I guarantee you, in all of these potential signings, they're not going to sign one player. Probably we're going to see four more signings this season, believe you me. But I don't know, what's your take? Comment in the comment section below.